Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and this is not how I speak. Animation is a wonderful thing. It has brought us so many good video games. It has brought us amazing movies that we wouldn't have been able to watch in the same way that we can watch them now. Cartoons, whatever you want. Animation is fantastic. I honestly think it's a beautiful art form. But, like all good things in life, somebody had to go and ruin it. So I don't know if you're aware of these, but if you're on the internet, you probably are. There is a new form of animated short stories on YouTube, which are getting a lot of views, and they're very popular, but they're also total crap. They're the most made-up stories you will ever hear, and we have amazing titles, such as My Mother Was Pregnant for 4 years. My grandmother is a man. I got pregnant at 14. No, wait. At 13. No, 12. I was pregnant at 12. And these, you know what? Let me just stop talking. Let's show you one of them. This is one. I haven't watched it yet. We're going to watch it together. But I found this and I could not watch it. I was replaced by a sex robot. So let's see her story.
My name is Clarissa, and this story is about my completely immature boyfriend, Dennis. Made me angry. But whenever I asked him to help me out, he would say, "My job as an accountant is very stressful, and I'm making twice as much money as you do. So, it's only fair if you do the housework." Ugh, to make things worse,
She just did that so quietly. Hold on.
My boyfriend was
Why
very
didn't you just break up with
insecure and always got jealous when I talked about other guys. One time, I just wanted to visit one of my coworkers inside the hospital because he had suffered from a heart attack. But my boyfriend Dennis grabbed my arm and told me to stay home because, according to him, only sluts spend time with other dudes when they have a boyfriend. Yeah,
break up with him.
I know. My boyfriend Dennis was an idiot, and I should have broken up with him right then.
You should have, girl. Why didn't he break up with you?
And then he criticized me, saying that I didn't know how to properly clean a house. I knew he didn't appreciate me at all.
Ew.
And that's why I told him I wouldn't sleep with him anymore until he apologized and finally started helping with the housework. However, he just got really angry and said I would regret this badly. Well, you'll never believe what happened next.
Oh, will we not?
A few days later, a huge package arrived at our home address to Dennis. And when Dennis came home, he made a big deal about opening it in front of me. And when I saw what was inside, I was shocked. It was a female sex robot. Dennis smirked and said, "That's what you get for not giving me what I want. Now I don't need you anymore because I have Anna." Can you believe that thing had a name?
I don't need the touch of a real woman. I have a robot. Her name is Anna. What's your name? Clarissa. Oh, my headphone. No, these are too much, man. These are too much.
When he switched it on, it started talking. She said things like, "Hello, Daddy. Are you ready to play?" "Oh, yes, baby," said Dennis. It was so creepy. Yeah. That's when I realized that my boyfriend was completely mental. I couldn't bear to be near him, so I decided to sleep on the couch that night. The problem was that the noise from our bedroom was really loud. When I heard the robot say, "Thank me, Daddy," I decided to pack all my stuff and leave him for good. I mean, you can't help someone like Dennis. And I think I deserve a boyfriend who appreciates
a boyfriend who's obviously not human either. I'm so glad this is the first one I decided to watch. What is this? Okay, I'm bored of this one now. Moving on. There's one here from somebody else called I Lived Like a Pig.
And my brother Theo always wants to feel special and important. I guess that's why he suddenly became a vegan, even though he had never cared about animal rights before. At first, I tried to ignore him.
If you're a vegan, it's just because you want to feel special.
But he kept talking about how meat was murder, and I deserved to burn in hell just because I ate a hamburger.
Little bit dramatic.
I told him to f*** off. I mean, it's just a burger, right?
Is he gonna magic you into a pig?
My next birthday and Christmas present that if you lived like an industrial pig for just 1 week, you would become a vegetarian afterwards and never eat meat.
No, you're not telling me that this happened. And people probably believe that this happened. This did not happen. Like, it's not even trying to be plausible. But in fairness, I mean, I used to write content for the masses and They will believe anything. So...
Well, it was summer vacation and I had nothing better to do.
Oh, I had nothing better to do, so I decided, yeah, okay, I'll go live as a pig. What?
So I agreed to his stupid bet. 2 days later, he had built a cage for me in our barn. It was so tiny. And when I went inside, I could only stand straight or lie down. And then my brother threw a load of mud on me to make things more realistic. It was disgusting, but I quickly got used to it. Much worse was the boredom. I mean, I had no phone and no one to talk to. After 4 long hours, I called my brother Theo because I needed to go to the toilet. But he said that I wasn't allowed to do that because pigs like me live and sleep in their own feces. In the end, we came to a compromise. I could use the bathroom twice a day if Theo could dump pig shit from our neighbor's farm on me. Oh man, I was so naive.
Even if this somehow happened and he did magically build this really good quality fence in a barn that you just happen to have, and you agreed to this and your parents agreed to this, at this point you would be like, no, Theo, I'm not doing this. I'm getting out. Leave me alone. I can't even believe that they think this is believable.
Theo didn't just get pig shit. He also mixed it with water, so it went everywhere on my body. It was so gross. But I couldn't complain because it was part of the deal. And industrial pigs really do live in their own feces.
I mean,
their living conditions are awful. At some point, our dog, Coco, sneaked into the barn. And when he saw me, he started barking because he was so worried about me.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
In that moment, I realized that if someone put their dog in a cage and left them in their own filth, that they would go to prison for animal abuse. And there is no reason to treat a dog better than a pig. I mean, did you know that pigs are more intelligent than dogs? When my brother Theo...
They have the intelligence of a 5-year-old, actually.
But luckily, Popo got my parents and led them to the barn where they found me in the cage, covered in pig...
You were gonna... Hold on. He built this in, like, what, an hour or something, you're telling me? This cage in the barn. They didn't notice him building it. And you were also gonna agree to live there for a week, thinking that they wouldn't notice, but they only noticed because the dog came and brought them. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop watching now because it's not funny anymore. I get that they're trying to be, like, nice and spread the message through a story, but this is not believable. And they're selling it as a real story. Like, no. Imagine I just said to my brother or sister or whatever, like, hey, I built you a cage. You're gonna live in there for a week and I'm gonna throw poo at you, basically.
At age 13, I started to notice guys staring at me when I walked past them. I told my mom about it, and she said I was too pretty for my own good. Since then, she made me wear ugly clothes which covered my body and face so that guys would be less interested in me. She also told me horror stories about what happened to girls who went out at night and what guys would do to them. It made me terrified to go anywhere. And to this day, I've never been to a single party or event after 5 p.m. You might think that being pretty made me one of the popular girls in school,
before 5 p.m.
but that wasn't the case. Most girls didn't like me. They said I was arrogant and stuck up, and there was one time when my mom allowed me to wear tight jeans, and all the girls inside my class shamed me and called me a slut.
Ooh, you're wearing jeans. You must be a slut. What is that logic? Anyone who wears jeans is a slut. You're only allowed to wear short shorts and skirts. That's the only thing that makes you not slutty.
Oh, Miss Pretty thinks she's better than us. Better watch your back. You won't be pretty forever.
Oh, I stepped on a face. Miss Pretty thinks she's better than us. I can tell you, this is... No, it wasn't one of the pretty girls, but this is not how this works at all.
I was seriously scared, but I would have never guessed what they did next. The following day, they wrote on the walls again, this time calling one of our teachers ugly. Then they went to the principal, Mr. Clayton, and told him they'd seen me writing the graffiti onto the bathroom walls. Next, I got called into Mr. Clayton's office.
You're too pretty, you must have done it.
But when he searched my bag and found the lipstick, I knew the other girls had put it in my bag. Of course, I tried to explain to him
is everybody blonde?
but he didn't believe me and said I needed to learn that just because I was pretty didn't mean I could call other people ugly and do whatever I wanted. Afterwards, he suspended me for 1 whole week from school.
Why is your best friend Velma?
I'm working in sales and I have a female boss. Even though I made the most sales in my department, I was the only one who didn't get a bonus. When I asked my boss why, she told me I had a bad attitude and needed to be more of a team player.
Maybe you do have a bad attitude.
I had no idea what she was talking about, but I was suspecting that she was actually
Why are you fried? Look, wait.
But I was
Why are you fried?
She was actually just jealous of my looks. That's why I went to her boss, Mr. Jones.
My team leader said that I have a bad attitude and I'm not a team player. So of course he's just jealous because of how pretty I am. Yeah, this happened for sure. Okay, right. Well, let's just leave it there, shall we? Because that's more of this than I can take. So this is one of the biggest of these channels, My Story Animated, and they have 1.5 million subscribers. And they have amazing titles such as Mom's Date is Not Dad. My mother has been pregnant for 4 years. I did something wrong to my body, my crush liked it. Apparently put myself in a barrel. There's a lot of things about mom's cheating. I had to fake seizures to stop mom cheating. I loved my mom until I found out the truth. I thought dad would tear our family apart, but it was mom. A shark attack made me famous. My sister destroyed my life and left me alone in a wheelchair. They're getting these from telenovelas. That's where they're from. These are from telenovelas. I swear to God. The doctor forced me to save only one of my twins. These are so from telenovelas. I'm gonna ask my friend. He's an expert in these. I've never actually watched one. Oh yes, that is what this is. I was afraid, so I get a baby. Well, that's the end of this video. Please subscribe to make me doing this worth it, because I feel like I've lost some brain cells. Let me know if you want me to react to more. Let me try that sentence again. Let me know if you want me to react to more of these, because this is really funny and I can find some absolutely amazing ones. And of course, share the video with some of your friends if you think that they'll like it, and subscribe so that you can subscribe and notifications. Bye. So he got a sex robot because those aren't expensive and they're definitely available to everybody. This story is totally true. Stunk to the camera. Beautifly is back.